Now, protecting your skin and taking care of yourself, of course, is important, but a new trend on social media is starting to get some California lawmakers concerned.
And that's because there is an increasing number of young people who are purchasing anti-aging products that could actually cause some long-term damage to the skin. Joining us now in studio to talk more about this is board-certified dermatologist Dr. Tess Mauricio. Thank you for being here at Fox 5 once again.
Thanks for having me.
Good to see you. So bear with me here. A bill has already passed the State Environmental Safety and Toxic Materials Committee. It's now headed to the Appropriations Committee. If it passes, it would ban the sale of products that contain things like vitamin A and even retinol. So children under the age of 13 would not be able to purchase them. Why do you think that this is needed?
Well, kids are buying skincare products with ingredients that can harm their health. And so it's really important to put in, safety measures, and because there's really no reason anyone under the age of 13 should be using anti-aging products. And we're seeing as dermatologists, there's a lot of potential short-term and maybe even long-term issues when that happens.
All right, for those of us who are in the dark a little bit, why is this happening? And what is the effect on a young person if they use something like that?
Right, so our age group, right? Actually, I heard about this from my daughter. She's 25, but because of all of the social media, TikTok, Instagram, the platforms, kids are on it for hours and they're watching their favorite Instagram, social media influencer in skincare. That's what they want. They want whatever their favorite social media influencer is using. And so they go to the stores, that's what they want their moms to buy, and they're using it even though it's not appropriate for them. Anti-aging ingredients like retinol, you said vitamin A derivatives, glycolic acid, alpha hydroxy acids, vitamin C, it's really not appropriate. It may definitely not be helpful, but definitely can be hurtful.
I don't know if you know the answer to this, but why would an influencer, maybe with a younger audience, even try that or push that sort of thing?
Well, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, right? The skincare industry, and that is now one of the best ways to promote skincare products is through social media. And so although they're not saying, kids buy this, it is attractive, the packaging, the messaging, and so it also becomes like, one of those things that they can put on their social media. They're part of a group, and it becomes a status symbol to be using certain brands.
I know, but the reality of something like that, putting retinol on a 10-year-old would literally give them a chemical burn. Not just irritation, but I'm sure you've seen stuff like that.
Yes, well, with these products, with these ingredients, essentially what we're seeing now as dermatologists are redness on the skin, dryness, peeling, irritation, dermatitis. You can have infections, breakouts. And so the key is really, if you're a parent out there and your kids are asking you to buy skincare products, for them with these ingredients, you really should consult a dermatologist. Really, when you're a kid, you only need a gentle moisturizer, some really good, a gentle cleanser, and sunscreen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, I'm kind of stuck on the why part here, but...
You have a young daughter.
Yeah, and I have kids and they're teenagers. I understand that these trends happen, but what do they think that they're doing to their skin? What do they think they're getting out of it? Because generally young kids have great skin that we all aspire to have, unless you have acne or something like that. Is that what they're trying to avoid? Is something like that?
Yes, well, there's this new phenomenon called Sephora Kids, right? So they're kind of a whole group. It's almost like a movement, and they want to be part of it. This part of preteens that you want to be part of a group, and then you want to be socially relevant, and it is a social status.
What do they think they're doing to their skin? Like, do they think they're making it smooth? Like, what do they think is happening?
Well, they see their social media influencer. It's supposed to brighten the skin. It's supposed to prevent, aging and discoloration, but they don't understand that kids' skin is not the same as mature skin. They don't need to, accelerate and increase turnover of the skin cells. And so they are damaging the skin potentially long-term. But definitely we're seeing these effects where they need to sometimes get medical care.
And I think a lot of the kids don't even realize that these influencers are getting paid to, obviously show off their products, and they're being paid for it. So they may not even be using it. So
Yes, exactly. And that's something that, there's no regulation right now. And so I think Alex Lee, who is the assembly member who presented AB 2491, really that's what they're trying to do, is try to protect the kids and preteens, because they, really don't know what they're buying, and they don't know that it's harmful. So if there's a way that we can prevent that.
So bottom line, go to your doctor. I mean, if there's
Exactly.
any skin conditions that kids are
Right.
dealing with.
Right.
And your advice would be for kids to use moisturizer?
Yeah, so a gentle cleanser, a hydrating moisturizer, and sunscreen. And if you do have acne, come and see a professional, see a dermatologist. We will create a customized skincare plan that will work and will be safe.
All right. Dr. Tess Mauricio, thank you so much.
you.
Thanks,
We
Nancy.
appreciate you coming in and helping us out and helping us to understand. Thank you.
And understand why.
Yes,
Which is the one I
understand
will
why.
understand.